Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, my dear Vascular colleague. My talk today is about telehealth system and the applications in e-learning. I would like first to thank the organizing committee, and according to the timetable, my lecture is at the end. So I'm sure that you have already enjoyed a fascinating field of vascular surgery. Let me divide my talk into the following topics that I'm going to touch. What is telehealth? And I would give three practical application about it. And what is e-learning? And I will give some practical application and then the conclusion. Well, telehealth, there is multiple definition, but the one which I think is most suitable is telehealth is the bringing the health service to the patient rather than getting the patient to the hospital. So this is a telehealth place in a hospital in London where you can see the patient, check his lab result, and was actually routine during COVID. The practical application that you can do virtual vascular clinic, and this is quite common nowadays, especially in elderly patient. You can have all the patient data and you can discuss his condition in front of him straight away. What is fascinating is you can be in, for example, in London, and you can listen operation from a surgeon in London who is performing operation on banana in California. This will depend on 5G technology. You can see how quickly he is suturing the banana. So, for example, if I got my dear friend Assam Osman and he's in Saudi Arabia and I need his hand in a difficult case in Egypt, this might be very soon available just by the 5G technology. The third application is robotic technology. We know that the robotic arm is having a huge amount of success in medicine. And one of the very important techniques is Magellan, robotic arm. This is the endovascular part where they are removing an embolus from the common carotid artery. And you can see that with this robotic arm, you have multiple facility. Magellan endovascular robotic arm is one of the best. Here is the place where you sit down and you manipulate the endovascular arm. And here is the endovascular arm which is touching the patient. The distance between two with the 5G can be two different continents. You can operate on a patient from different continents. That is why the military of United States is very interested in this technology, because during war, you don't want your surgeon to be traveling from USA into the battlefield. So this is very important. The e-learning, again, multiple definition, but I think the best one that I like is the delivery of knowledge, skills, and the training through digital resources. And this will engulf nearly all the e-learning platform. How is teaching is done in the past? This is a lecture in Stanford University in the middle of the last century, and it was in 1942, and it was how to do gastrectomy and explaining how much you do. So you can see doctors are traveling from multiple countries to go and attend this lecture. And once the lecture is finished, all this is not even recorded. So it is just for one time and you don't see it anywhere else. Now, this was difficult. Now we have the online platform where it is permanent and it is recorded for life, and you can have a discussion at any time. You can ask a question through the chat, and you can teach your student with confidence. And you know that your listener there, they can listen to it multiple times and it's not just one off. And the beauty about it that it is 24 hours 7, so you can do it if you are on call. You can do it from multiple platform, and you don't need to travel to another country. So the teaching have really changed in the last few years. Now, the teaching modality in the past, there was two in direct contact with each other at the same time, at the same place. And this was the old education or the old school. Now, with the online teaching platform, there are two student and teacher at different places at even different times. And this have opened up the education quite a lot. And you can have a lot of discussion with your mentor across the time and across multiple places, and that is why it is more powerful teaching tool. What is a virtual teaching platform? There is multiple virtual teaching platform. I have worked with nearly most of them. You can use Google Classroom. You can use Turnitin, which you can have the assignment to doctor, and you can check against plagiarism. You can use Vascupedia. You can use Coursera. You can use Skillshare. You can use Udemy. You can use Canvas, as been used by Harvard University. And you can use also the teaching platform by LinkedIn. All are very powerful platforms. Also in Saudi Arabia, there is virtual medical academy, which is a very important addition. They all are built on an online system. They are all different. They are available 24/7, and they are very powerful teaching tools. In Harvard University during the COVID era, they relied on Canvas, and that is why they didn't miss any lecture even during COVID with the virtual online teaching platform. What if we can put all teaching platform together? This is my dream. If we can put everything just in one place, like the application of WeChat in China. But it is very, very difficult, and I can't see one teaching platform over the next decade or so. So we have to rely on multiple teaching platforms. Tools used by teacher for teaching, they are sharing content, live recorded, collaboration with student, assignment to the student, and how you can assess the student performance. And you can also use whiteboard teaching, which is still very, very useful, but you can use electronically. That is why you must select what is the best online program that will help you. I wouldn't go into detail about the program, different program, but each teaching capability needs a specific software. But I wouldn't go into detail of how this is being done. Again, I always hoping that we can have one library that can put all the vascular books, all the vascular guideline. I was able to do that, and now I have a vascular digital library, which is around 38 gigabytes of just the pure vascular books and vascular guideline. And this is all what I have faced in my life, and this is available for an online platform. Can your mobile be a useful tool in patient relation? I think the mobile have changed our relation to patient, and it wouldn't go back again. You must remember that at least 90% of doctors have a smartphone, and at least 1 out of 3 patients have also smartphone. So now a patient can communicate with you through multiple platforms, can send you image of his ulcer, his condition, can give you a voice message, and you need to reply. And that is why the relationship between a doctor and the patient have actually changed. You must be very careful when using these vascular apps. There are around 7,000 vascular apps, And there are around 250 vascular apps but by 2019, and this is vascular, not other specialty. This is just in vascular, and you can use multiple platform, either Android or iPhone. It is found on both of them. FDA, they didn't prevent using the mobile smartphone in teaching with a patient, but they left the regulatory body into Medicine and Healthcare Product Regulatory Agency, or MHRA. And they are the one which allow what you can do and what you cannot do, and they have a very nice syllabus that you can read, and you will benefit a lot from it. What are the mobile can do for vascular education? Again, mobile phone is very important. You have multiple teaching platform. Anatomy, for example, with multiple 3D anatomy. There is MCQ revision app, and there is guideline app like the SUVS, which is totally dedicated to vascular surgeons. There is surgical simulation app. You can actually do the procedure on your mobile or smartphone, like the touch surgery application. There is also drug app, which can show you which drug, what dose, and what contraindication. The best one is drug.com mobile app. Mobile as a tool of teaching, I usually tell my vascular registrar to record the procedure. This is a recording of how you can do femoral puncture, and then I revise the video, and this can be very helpful tool because you don't have to be in the OR with the vascular registrar during the procedure. Also, you can do duplex scan. Nowadays, Microsoft have just a probe that can give you an ultrasound image. And now this, I'm sure, will be developed into an immediate reading of the duplex ultrasound and can be sent to the doctor within a few seconds. I think this technology is here, and this will be play a part in patient-doctor relationship. In conclusion, telehealth have revolutionized how patient care is delivered without compromise. Medical education is moving fast toward online platform. Mobile will play an important part in surgical training. Artificial intelligence and machine learning is a game changer in medical education after the development of ChatGPT from OpenAI. A wise man once said, computers are incredibly fast, accurate, and stupid. Humans are incredibly slow, inaccurate, but brilliant. Together, they make a powerful combination beyond imagination. This was a computer engineer. He said that 2001. His name is Léon Charnay from France. I think computer will not become stupid over the next era due to artificial intelligence and machine learning. So this might change. Finally, I would like to thank the organizer. I would like to thank my dearest Professor Assam Osman for such a great congress and to be a part even though it's virtual. I wish you all the best.